Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Part 9. In the previous video we got more into the trial of Chapter 2, or at least the first trial of Chapter 2. We're getting towards the end. We've revealed our witness to be a down, dirty, rotten liar, and we're going to spring our trap. Makes no difference at all. He's right, travel far enough to the south and you'll end up going north, unless you're a filthy flat earther. Guess those haven't really caught on that much yet. I mean, yeah, some of them exist, but they're like, you know, mostly just like a few random individuals that everyone makes fun of them, and not, you know, legion. You don't know, global scare elections are utterly without meaning. Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change? Changes everything, Apollo. Who is he? Who are you? Remember his testimony from before? But to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Bro, look at those graphics. They're killer, dude. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. And then at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. Yet... that's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradictions, right? Well, no, not right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario. Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts him where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction, the bullet would have to hit his left temple. Left! I don't want to hear that word in here. Ah! In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't shoot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible. What if he like wanted it? What if he like, whoo, did the little, where they swing the gun and then the bullet like curves or something? I've never actually seen the movie. I remember thinking it was really cool when I was like 9 years old or something when it came out. And then by the time, you know, I had the chance to watch it, I was like, oh, actually, apparently it's ass. And so I just never watched it. But it lived on in popular culture a little bit. That's right. Now that we know that Mr. Stickler is standing on the northern side, the wound location takes on an entirely different meaning. Indeed, you are absolutely correct, Fräulein. What meaning? The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? While the right side of the victim's head is north. North? Ah! But that's where the witness, Weasley Stickler, was standing. Correct. So if he was standing to the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. I mean, maybe. I'm gonna go with a fourth person, though. You are Order! Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out. The classic main character gets completely and totally upstaged by a random side character who's cooler than you. Clarify one point for me if you would, her forehead. What now? Are you truly accusing this college student of murder? Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer. No, please, look aside. I'm really a nice guy. All my friends say so. Okay, well, if I had friends, they would definitely say I'm a nice guy, but unfortunately they don't exist. But if they did exist, they would definitely, for sure, be character witnesses on my behalf. Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you gonna do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Well, I mean, we know he broke in. That's another crime. And I mean, he would be lying to try and prevent him from being, like, implicated in breaking into the clinic. Plus, if it's known that he was breaking into the clinic and had some sort of beef with the doctor, then he might be a potential witness. So I don't think he had anything to do with, or a potential suspect in the murder. I don't think he has anything to do with the murder. He's just, but he is lying to protect himself from another crime related to the doctor. So that's my kind of idea here. Because we know he broke into the garage and he has beef with the doctor for some reason. I don't think Weasley Stickler's a killer, but he's not an innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now.
The word confession isn't in my dictionary.
Oh wait, there it is.
I can't pronounce it.
Her forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate her Stickler's silence. Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now. For a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. I know he's guilty of something. What crime other than murder is there? You'll have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence. The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us the evidence that points to the witness' involvement in a crime. Okay. I mean, I guess it depends. Like, I mean, it's trespassing. That's a crime. And now I'm starting to doubt myself here a little bit. I mean, I don't think did he have anything to do with the hit and run? I mean, probably not. We have no reason to believe so. Cell phone? Oh no. Something tells me this isn't one of those good silences. Something else to say, Mr. Justice? One more chance, please? By all means, but your effort wasn't wasted. Look, a brand new penalty. Okay, so I mean, it is something here. Did he steal the panties? Oh, yeah, I forgot that this was found in the exhaust pipe. Do we have any evidence that he's the panty thief? But I mean, he was in the clinic messing with the car. I don't know. The evidence is this. What is that? Woman's underwear. Ooh, I didn't know you were like that, Mr. Justice. Hey, those are mine. Guess I had the right idea, just the wrong piece of evidence. Well, I just completely forgotten that we found them in the tailpipe. Don't look at me like that! Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler. Well, I can't say this comes as a shock. You kind of have the degenerate look to you. It's not what it is by Pythagoras. On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. So that's why. So he broke in there just to stash the panties? That makes no fucking sense. Bravely, she gets chased, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the miraculous clinic garage. Oh, ha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car. Couldn't he just put them back in his pocket? Shit don't make no damn sense. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Nobody was still following him. I mean, he wouldn't have left until the coast was clear, so he could just put them in his pocket. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. Well, actually, I don't think there's a first degree to that, but you know what I mean.
Oh, please hear me out. It's not what it looks like.
Order, order, order! Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed. Stealing those panties and not telling me about it. It's not what it seems. Evil Stickler unlocked. No? Thought he was gonna show his face. He was gonna be deranged. Huh. But we to understand that you are silent not because you are guilty of murder, but because you lack the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments?
Perhaps you're not aware that my school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent, V stands for valiant, see?
Your point?
Well, the Y stands for, you need panties. I'm not done. Now I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach, if not curiosity? Yes, we of the IVU science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery?
Come on, you're talking about a girl's panties here.
You do not understand. A mystery is the unknown. The unknown is unacceptable.
And my friends, when it comes to mysteries, those panties are the promised land. Because that stuff is very unknown to me. From the moment I first laid eyes on them, I was compelled to investigate for science.
A full-size car tire was only the first mystery those panties revealed.
A tire?
Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of them.
But that's not all. First, there was the tire, and then the stew pot and a frozen chicken.
One mystery after another. It was magic.
Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience of the Wonder Bar. Thanks for mentioning. Huh?
He's talking about my magic panties trick.
Can we just arrest everyone who goes to the bar and, like, put them in jail forever? Like, it's harm reduction. I'm not saying all of them will commit a crime, but there's a greater chance they'll commit a crime than they won't. Therefore, screw them. That's not really my belief about how justice should work, but, maybe.
I just don't understand. A broom for a pair of panties. It mocks the very laws of physics.
A broom and a frozen chicken? Lady, you can get salmonella. Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits?
Mr. Stickler,
you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick? You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object of serious study. I wonder. There has been a recent rash of panty snatchings in the area. Were they all you?
I am sorry, but I did it for science.
Each time I spied them flapping in the breeze, I thought maybe this would be the pair that would elucidate the mystery. Even that night as you chased me through the streets, I wept tears of joy. Perhaps this is the night that I will seize the truth that lies within them. Yet what was I? For once again, this lace-hearted panty pattern slipped through my fingers. Okay, the panty stuff is like, it was never funny, and it has not become funny the more they talk about it. You refer to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but was in fact in the north. Indeed. Anyone care to explain why I lied about that? Be my guest, her forehead. Me? I did not hear you correctly. Can you not say that you do not accuse the witness of murder? Why then did the witness lie about his location at the time of the shooting? Or have you no idea? Well, I mean, I don't know, because he wanted to seem like he hadn't come the way he did. Apollo, there's something about the way the diagram is arranged right now. When you think about it, right? Near where Mr. Stickler was standing, isn't there there's a trash can. Well, Mr. Justice, what say you? Do you have any evidence to show how the witness lied about his location? More panties. The evidence that shows why he lied is this. What? More panties? It's still not funny. How many panties are you carrying in your pocket, her forehead? These the last, honest. These were found in a trash can at the park. Looking at the diagram, you can see the trash can was right next to where the witness stood. Mr. Stickler, you didn't... Alas, I'm a failure as a scientist. I can't unravel the mysteries of the universe. I can't even unravel a pair of panties. So, these panties are your handiwork as well? That night, I'd been chased, hounded into the garage. Weeping in frustration, I was forced to abandon my like, why? I don't get that. Doesn't make any damn sense. Don't you see how I felt? I mean, like, the whole key to the section is stupid. Like, on both levels. Like, it's just kind of dumb, and then it's dumb logically. Like, there's no reason he would have left them behind. Unless she was, like, gonna search him as soon as he left, which, as far as we know, did not happen because she doesn't know this man. Believe me, I'd rather, like, the whole key here is that he was forced to hide them, yet we haven't explained why he had to hide them.
hid in a garage for a short while, then abandoning the panties I made for her own. But why? Because, I mean, even if you got seen well after the time, it's dumb. To avoid the office where the girl works, I went towards the south entrance. When I saw them hanging there on the clothesline by a giant mansion. A giant pair of panties. Apparently he didn't know those bloomers belonged to the mob. I had them safe in my pocket, ready to take home, when I stumbled upon a murder. The murder of Dr. Merictus. I reported what I'd seen, but as I waited for the police to arrive, I got scared. What, did they search me? That's when you disposed of the bloomers? Yes, it was a severe blow to the progress of science, but one that had to be borne. A fascinating, disturbing tale. I mean, getting rid of the ones he found at the mansion make more, like, the idea that he wouldn't be caught with them if he got searched, that actually makes sense. Like, there's an explanation for that one, but I had to leave the other ones behind because reasons. And that one's more important. Like, that establishes the whole reason he was there in the first place. And there's no explanation at all. I believe this proceeds, and it wouldn't bother me so much if it just wasn't so painfully unfunny. I believe this brings today's proceedings to a close. And I'm more than pleased to dismiss this witness for the remainder of the trial. One last thing, if I might. Yes, Prosecutor Gavin? Regardless of where we ended today, some vital points were made. Namely that the defendant, Waki Kataki, was at the scene of the crime. And he was pointing a weapon at the victim. One more thing. Waki Kataki has a clear motive. Indeed, the defendant, Waki Kataki, is still the prime suspect in this case. The only suspect, in fact, assuming there was no one else at the scene at the time. Yet a mystery remains. The location of the wound in the victim's right temple is yet to be explained. The court requests further investigation from both the defense and prosecution. Yeah, baby. No problem. Very well. This brings the trial for the day to a close. Court is adjourned. Get the hell out. I'm tired of seeing you all. What up? We saved. The Right Anything Agency. What a train wreck that was. Glad we made it out of the trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Wonky made it through the day too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. And you should come, Polly. Please stop talking about the creepers, okay? It's just gonna make me mad. The amazing Mr. Hat will be making an appearance. Hi, folks. I'll be here all week. Or, well, not really. You know, you have to sleep sometimes. Sunday's off. Hello. Ah, Miss Tiala. Thank you for today. The trial went well. Oh, right. No problem. Like, did you kill the guy? I gotta presume you're the killer, then, at this point. Yeah, it's probably you. You think Waki will be okay? He's not guilty yet. Please, you got to help him. I don't really know why you'd kill him. But I'm presuming she's the killer. Supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Way to put the pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. But, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking of, like, people that have been introduced. She seems to be the most likely. But I don't really know what the motive would be. Because I feel like if she was the killer, she wouldn't assign us to defend her husband unless she just thinks we're incompetent and that we'd lose. That'd actually be kind of an interesting setup. That she murdered the guy, and then to try and get her fiance convicted, she hired someone who she thought was incompetent, but it turns out we're actually competent. If that's what they do, all is forgiven, despite how unfunny I found all the panty stuff. Because, haha, women's underwear, that's so wacky. Yeah,
Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it, and I love Waki with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet. And it doesn't bother you that you'll be, married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, where did you and Waki first meet, anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't like the type to have gangster connections. We met her at my old job, actually. Ah, office romance! He didn't say it was an office. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? But you know the boss is trying to get out of business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster? He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently out of the blue. Here there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. What if this explains that apron? Nah man, he's always been wearing that. I can't imagine Waki going along with that. He's highly motivated, isn't he? That's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. He also said something about setting up an oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. Father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. Taki family's been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would have put it. But Waki says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Ooh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever classic what about the family business thing going on. Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim. Apparently, yes. I was in the clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my ops something bad. And then he just lets me go. Without a word. See you later. Bye. So I go in. Get another doc to patch me up again. Yeah, it sounded horrible. Waki's always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little bit more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right, leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? It's alright, I believe in you. No, you don't. I don't buy it. Well, is there anything new on the spaghetti? A dish of plastic spaghetti, like some restaurant put it on display. Where did you get this anyway? It was a birthday present from Daddy. I was so happy, you don't know how long I wanted one of these. I fell asleep with it, cradled in my arms, and the spaghetti bit. Mental note, what she really wants for her next birthday, a bowl of plastic food. Okay, that was new dialogue. Yeah, this seems to be the same. Seems ashamed of all these props and not do a trick or two. You asked for it. Okay, now there's some new dialogue here. Hey, Mr. Righteous Wizard, waka waka. Justice, Mr. Hat, Apollo Justice. Just is? Apollo just is what? That's what I want to know. Who's on first? Oh, you're hopeless. Please make it stop. Just let me know if you ever want a visit from Mr. Hat. Any other trick with that one, please. Blue silk, that wasn't what I clicked on. It's my trademark color, Trucy Blue. I don't think you can trademark the color blue. Actually, standing out is everything when you're up on stage. Bet you didn't know you've got your own color too, Apollo. Crimson Justice. You might be sounding like some second-rate superhero. At least it's better than being a first-rate Super Zero. Those boxes frighten me. I bet I'm the first magician to figure out these make great shelves. He does seem to be putting them to good use. But if you ever want to put it back together, you have to take everything off. Don't worry, I'll clean it up soon, and then we'll try cutting you up. Thanks, but I'll pass. A hot water pot sits on a magic table. What is this? Why is this stand for? Why is the stand for this table looking so flimsy? Maybe it looks better that way? I was hoping for a more professional explanation. Well, maybe to show that there's no tricks involved? Not bad. I still think it's just that it looks better that way. Yeah, what about dude? An old sepia-tone photograph of a man in a silk hat. His outfit looks a lot like Trucy's, come to think of it. Aren't those clothes the best? I had mine made to match. Gonna be a magician, you gotta look the part. Trucy is big on appearances, I found. Some magic books are mixed in with the law books here. Magic books all look well used, but the law books are just gathering dust. I'm kind of sorry for them. Maybe I'll read some next time around. No, you won't. It's Charlie, the houseplant. They've had it for years, apparently. That's Mr. Charlie to you. He's been here longer, after all. Right, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Charlie. He was raised by a tribe of heathens. He's saying something to the plant as she waters it. Mr. Charlie forgives you this time. Is there anything else I might do to please his high leafiness? Get me out of here. Take me. Let's check out the clinic. Anything new on these as well? The TV's been left on. Looks like the Steel Samurai's in a spot of trouble. I'm sure he'll come back to the win in the end. Mr. Wright likes those kind of stories. You don't know that. Mr. Wright's bed. Aye, it's messy. Trucy must clean up after him at home. A swaying, spiraling stack of DVD cases. Better stay away or it'll become a crashing, cascading cavalcade of DVD cases. Bottle of Mr. Wright's favorite brand of grape juice. Me? I haven't been able to touch the stuff since that first case. Not a problem for Mr. Wright, apparently. Yeah, it still counts with the DVDs. Alright, get me out of here. Take me to... Where am I going? I'm trying to get to the clinic. That'd be at his house. This must be his business sign. It reads new. Maybe that's how the kids are spelling new these days. Another failed attempt at hipster marketing. An oil drum for catching rainwater. Ah! A flock of crows just flew over and... That's gross. Their aim was uncanny, almost as if they've been practicing here a long time. Alright, don't have the noodles. There's a handwritten sign here. Save the light! Hard to make out the sign in the shade from the clinic next door. Mr. Eldoon's house has seen better days, and I'm betting I've eaten better noodles. What about the doggo? Guy Eldoon's dog doesn't look too lively. They say dogs and their owners resemble each other. Guess there are exceptions. The police are still here? A police car is parked in front of the clinic. It's empty. Police must be inside investigating. That or they've already been killed. Looks like this is a banner for some campaign. Somehow I don't see people lining up for that one. Oh no. Did Apollo predict anti-vaxxers? The front entrance to the Maractus Clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait, I hear it is a little flat. There, perfect. Alright, how do I get in? How do I get in the clinic? I want to get in the clinic. I want to get in the clinic though. Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kiki. Meow. It's not coming down. We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. This hair one? Okay, this is the same. She won't make you disappear in her hat. This is where we found your panties, isn't it, Trucy? I can't thank you enough, Apollo. Oh, thank you for saying thank you. Oh, I'm always polite. It's part of being a performer. You know what Daddy says. Doesn't cost anything to be polite, and it could bring you more business. Typical. Just kidding. I really am grateful. Yeah, someone's there! Yeah, this is still the same dialogue. Please, go faster. My text, it's very sick. How do I get in the clinic? I would like to be inside the clinic. But like, can I be inside the clinic? Well, alright, maybe we have to come back later. In the meantime, let's go to the mansion. There's nobody here. You still fighting the good fight, lady? Looks like that old lady's at it again. Look, I told you yesterday the park's off limits. And I told you yesterday this is how I go home. Okay, you want me to go around? How about give me $5? Like yesterday. Con artist strikes again. Can I have my slippers? This is where he found the mirror. Trying to think of it. Wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom? Look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected? Let's pick them up. Hey. What do you say, sir? The park crime scene is off limits to the public. Police officer on guard by the gate is yawning. Ah, he noticed me staring and snapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer. I saw you. Ha ha. Apparently this park was the gift of the Kataki family. The friendly People Park brought to you by organized crime. A very naughty part of me is tempted to write "We Kill" on the left side of the sign. Well, maybe there's some of those non-lethal gangsters. What the hell do I do? A trash can 6 next to the path here. Now I clicked on the thing, not the trash can. At least I tried to. I guess now we know it was Mr. Stickler who had little Plum's bloomers in here, huh? That's right, Trucy. And what a web of lies grew from that one little act. I can still remember that moment. You brandished those bloomers on high and shouted, "Objection!" Here's what I want you to do, Trucy. Take that memory, gently lock it away, deep in your heart, and never speak of it again. Poor Mr. Eldoon. His stand's been standing here since this whole thing standed. Almost looks at a home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. I think its owner would disagree. How's the knife there if it's in my pocket? Remember what Weasley Stickler said in the trailer today? Wonky very likely pointed this at the victim. Like he wanted it to kill him. Yeah, that's the problem. Alright, but seriously, what the hell do I do? I've been to the mansion. I can't get in the clinic. There's no way to get in the clinic? Alright, finally. I like how they tell you, hey, go to the clinic, and you try and go to the clinic, and you can't go to the damn clinic. Looks like Walkie's out for questioning. Alright, never mind. I really need to talk to him. Guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? Other suspects all through questioning, sir. The other... Ah, you mean the panty snatcher. Weasley Stickler. Yeah, they arrested him too. But what for? I mean, I guess he lied in court many times. And misled police. You could at least get him for obstruction of justice and perjury. So yeah, that makes sense. He is a valuable witness. He's a bit precious, I'll give him that. At least it's something. Please keep this brief if you would, I'm quite busy. I need to finish this paper. Ugh, it's you! Mr. Stickler, we'd like to have a few words with you. Alright, you may have 7 words. No more, no less. Very well. As long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder... no more! That was 7? I don't... after night... No, you get night of? Night of what? I don't know. You didn't say fast enough. You used too many words. Wait, I can't help but feel that I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it, nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? It's still not funny. Great Trucy, teach me. I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs in the balance. Please make me your apprentice. Apollo, help. I don't know. I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not, though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night, of this I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol, or something like that, at the victim. That's when I shouted, "Stop! You two, let's resolve this like gentlemen!" And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true, really. My panties are gone, my innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? I can't think of anything you'd want to hide more than panty snatching, true. Sounds like Waki was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. Okay. Have you ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? Fine, ignore my evidence, see if I care. Wonder what he's thinking. On second thought, let's not go there. That's it! The mystery! The unanswerable riddle! Actually, they're just a normal pair of panties. How is that possible? Are they all like that? Just practice, that's all. And you must teach me, you must! To think if I could produce a pencil, an eraser, a textbook, and a lunch. All from a pair of panties, my life would be complete. He's serious, isn't he? You know anything about these? Alright. Well, we fished for the panty dialogue. Get me out of here. Can I go to the clinic now? Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon! Oh, Mr. Eldoon! What's wrong? So, found my stand. Well, I'm here to thank you. Now it's a crime scene though, let me have it back! That's also why I'm here, I got no other place to go. I see. I got a noodle saying be a crime scene, that's what I don't get, Tree Doll. Even in death, he's after my neck, I tell you. Bah! He ain't even cooking honest noodle. He? Even in death? You mean the victim? I tell you. Enough to drive a man to make his own soup even saltier. Mommy never eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood, or when he's in a good mood, or when he's in a neutral mood. That stand, for generations, has served up the very best noodles us Eldoons could make. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. More than a stand, it's history. I tell you what. Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation? Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Teresa doll. I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry. What exactly did you do before you became a chef? Bah! That old noodles lie, that's what I say. I don't get an idea of what he did anyway. Stole my dreams, let me know my noodles. No, I don't even have that. That's why I killed him. I don't know. I mean, this guy could have killed him, but like, it seems unlikely. It just feels like he's like kind of like the obvious suspect, just because he's the only guy who has obvious beef with the doctor. I mean, aside from like our client, who we have to presume is innocent. Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the clinic? I couldn't help but sense anonymity there. Anonymity? I hate him! Hated him acting like he smells roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I tell you the secret of success. Mob! You mean the Kataki family?
They're always having one of them turf wars or something or another, or always energy to it, needs fixing, marriage, it's all business, sense with some business. We'd already given the entire family a good deal. A deal? Every fifth operation for free. He stole the idea from my pops. One free bowl of noodles a week, you say. Can a doctor just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Insurance companies? What? What country are you thinking from? No, that's illegal. But it got him in good with the family. A free medical operation? Damn right that's illegal. Are you out of your mind? Doing something out of the goodness of your heart? What, are you some sort of doctor or something? Oh, the Hippocratic Oath. Fuck you. Pretty sure he was getting all the business in town. Whenever my mom would kiss my boo-boos when I was a kid, she'd give me a check for $25 and I'd have to sign off on it. Onto my neck in super noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Eldune's former occupation. Can't hurt to ask, Apollo. Mr. Eldune, or should I say, Dr. Eldune. Figured it out, did you? That means you must die by the power of my noodle stand. That's right. I was a doctor, a surgeon until the year before last. So, Mr. Merictus was your rival? No. Like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kinda. Take a spoon, you drink some broth. Those onions will find their way in there. People who like them, well, that's just fine. People who hate them, I hate onions. Hate them. Always sneaking in from the side, getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. That's what he was. An onion. Onion boy. That's what I called him. So you weren't exactly friends? No. We were married. Me and Pal Maractus. Ever since preschool, we were getting each other's face. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past me, not so much as a howdy. I see. That's right. I was a surgeon along where he was, you know. That no good onion boy comes along. Bruce looks like he found ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. And he was still better at noodle making than me. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down with my old man's ramblings. But seriously, one time he just bought some 99-cent ramen packs and it was still better than mine. What am I doing wrong? No, it's fine. By the way of apology, if you ever get yourself in a spot of trouble, you drop by. Huh? You're investigating Ractus, aren't you? Yeah? You want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. You just think of me. If you need something, treat it all. Right, thanks, Mr. Eldune. I guess the time spent listening to him complain wasn't entirely wasted. You ever seen a real-life attorney's badge? Sorry, sonny boy. My interest is my stand and my precious little lips. Get cracking! Give me back my stand, I'm begging you. Okay, here. That's right, sonny. When you bring my stand home? I'm ready. Can you see I'm ready? Ooh, I'm so ready. I guess. Till I stand is back home, the case's not closed, you hear me? I think I'll avoid talking about a stand in the future. Okay, you don't know anything about those. What about your bowl? That's one of my bowls. See Mr. Salty Mark? Mascot. They come to stand, they sit, they drink deep from that bowl, and then when they see the bottom face, they're just like Mr. Salty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Nothing new there. Well, we've got to check out the clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. And then she turns him into a pig. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. This is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But what part of off limits do you not understand? My knee, it's shot. Let's go to the clinic.
Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park or beat it. Ah, here we use our slippers. No point in sticking around here, I got... No, my slippers. My slippers! Sir. Hey. Slipper. Get slipped. Okay, I guess we can't do that. Nothing new in the garage. Maybe let's go back to the park. Nice, she's back. Hey, you two, over here. Us? Yo, little Plum, what's up? I think all this gangsterese is a negative influence on Trucy. Heard you retrieve my bloomers. So the audio's kind of crackling all of a sudden. I think. Can't tell. I think that's the emulator and not my headphones dying. 1 second. All right, we're back. Ah, a man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. Caught the thief, didn't you? Yeah, sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. Enough about the bloomers. What about my son, Wacky? Wacky? Well, he's, clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is why I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. What up? Wacky. He's really everything you expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster, dude. I'll have to have an appeal for that age. Stickler for boys. Boy, don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yeah, we heard the story from Wacky. But he didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had a pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? Yeah, it's like he's hard. He couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mom. Their words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? You mean Wacky's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? Well, yeah, moving past that. It's true. One of our pistols is missing. Well, the murder weapon was from this mansion. You kind of figure, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Wacky could have taken it. I see. Sure, the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion because of this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for change. Wahaha, ha ha ha. Doesn't seem too concerned, at least. Yeah, Wacky's fiance. We're getting married next month, correct? I suppose she's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that little Plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Wacky brought her home one day. Says he wanted to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough. But you know, I'm right. She is the murderer. Buys me being suspicious. Stay in the business too long, you start to only see darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people. A nose for trouble. A nose for noodles. I wonder what the problem is. It's like gangster's only version of female intuition. Boss may act tough. That boy means the world to him. But Wacky seems, well, you know, like a moron? Seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Wacky isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? More money. Why do stuff illegally when you can screw people over legally and make more money doing it? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? Wahaha, wahaha. It pays. We need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Huh, something must be up. He'll see things the way the boss sees them someday. You want these back? About these. My bloomers! Thanks for that. I owe you one. I thought you might like them back, so can I have like a quest complete pop up and then you give me like 30 gold and some XP and then I go on my way? Eh. Oh, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir? I really don't want them. I couldn't really, thanks to the offer, but I could use those in my magic panty sack. Please stop talking about the creepy bar. I'll pull shivs and pieces of Godfathers out of them. What? Great, now your props are going from bland to dangerous. You know anything about these slippers? Got no idea what you're talking about. This pistol belongs to the Gatake family, is that correct? One of the pieces we keep around. I mean, how do you know it's yours? That is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now. Police came yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom. Don't you think you should have given them that too? How else am I gonna sweep up the paint? You kidding? Can't clean up very well without a broom. What about the knife? You told me this knife belongs to Waki? That's his knife, alright. I bought it for him on his birthday. Oh, it's a pretty hardcore present. I remember him falling asleep with it clutched in his arms. Oh, I know the feeling. I'll bet he was just as happy as I was with my plastic spaghetti. Hey, the plastic spaghetti lore. See, good thing we clicked on the Getty so that we get this reference. It all connects together. What a wicked web we weave. You don't know about the dang attorney's bat? Alright, fine. See ya. Take me to the People Park. There's nothing here at the People Park. Maybe we can try and go back to the detention center? We did all the talk options. Yeah. Take me to the right anything agency? Well, what do you gotta say? Everything that Panty Snatcher said was true. And it doesn't put Waki in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's got to be a different angle on this. Let's get investigating. No time like the present. So, any leads? One moment. Shazam! Wow, Kazam! Whoa, evidence keeps flying out of nowhere! Ta-da, that's all. Neat, huh? Yeah, real neat. Alright, is that supposed to like tell you what you're supposed to present to people, or? I was hoping to meet with my client. He's dead. Killed him. Vanquished from the face of the planet. Waki Kadaki's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great! Finally. Yo, sup, my little imposter? Look a little sus there. Ha ha! You kids ain't ready for that yet, but man, about 10 to 15 years, that reference will be so not dated. What'd you call me? Dizam, is you. Sorry, G. Thought you were a leader. My little imposter sure is a strange nickname. It's a clank thing. You wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Like poster girl, right? Ha ha. If you're gonna drop part of that, why not drop poster and just call her girl? Because she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel. A fallen angel. So, what can I do for you? You don't look so chipper today, Waki. Worried about your, heart condition, maybe? That was the wackest thing of all us G's lining up taking eye exams. Man, one dude, he couldn't see nothing past the E. Fucking loser. Better to die young than fade away, bazoy. What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart. If not attended to immediately, we've already seen this dialogue. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Man fights to protect what's valuable to him. You know what I'm saying? And my heart is valuable, so I'm not gonna die. I miss my fallen angel. Even though she probably did ice that guy and frame me for it so that she can get out of the marriage or something. I don't really know the reasoning yet, but she 100% is the killer. I'm pretty like convinced at this point. Probably, I think the only reason I didn't suspect her earlier was because I kind of forgot she existed, if I'm being completely honest. Now, I don't really know why you would kill someone and then hire someone to defend. You're accused. Maybe she got second thoughts. I don't know. I would like the idea that she thought we were gonna be so bad at our job that we would just get him killed. Hey, you go get a leader for me. You're my lawyer, ain't you? Lawyer, not gopher. Alright, we'll talk to Wacky Gataki next time. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.